Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And today we look at Dillian Whyte's words. And Dillian Whyte says he believes Anthony Joshua will never be the same fighter again. Okay, so let's get into the article. So, as we know, 2019 was a mixed bag for the WBO, IBF, IBO, WBA heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. And as I'm sure you may recall, in June the 1st, Madison Square Garden, Anthony Joshua suffered his first professional loss at the hands of Andreas the Ponce Ruiz. Okay, some said it was the hand of God, a lucky punch from the gods. Many theories, speculation, opinion about what happened, and how it happened, why it happened. But that's all speculation. But as we know for sure, Anthony Joshua exacted his revenge and opted for an immediate rematch in Diriyah, Saudi Arabia, and he got his revenge. And barely flew through the fight. It was almost graceful. It was almost graceful. It was almost picture perfect. Almost a picture perfect performance by Anthony Joshua. But it was a different style. It was a hit and move style. Hit and move. But also, he managed, within the confines of that style, he managed to open up. Andy Ruiz split him open. I think, was that the first round? I think Joshua split Andy Ruiz open in the first round. So those who wish to rewrite history and say, oh, Anthony Joshua run around the ring. Well, he moved around the ring like many of the greats did. You know, that man floated like that. He floated in there. He floated like a butterfly in there. So if it's a good thing to float like a butterfly, how come it's a bad thing when Anthony Joshua does it? Anyway, I digress. Let's get into this article. So, Dillian Whyte believes the most recent version of Anthony Joshua is here to stay, based on historical changes that other big heavyweights have employed over the years. Okay, so Dillian Whyte says changes were made, like the changes made by Lennox Lewis and Vladimir Klitschko. Those guys made changes to their styles, and Dillian Whyte goes on to expand on his theory. Okay, so Dillian Whyte says, we've seen this before. Lennox Lewis was an aggressive fighter on the front foot, but got knocked out by Hasim Rahman. Then he changed his style. People forget that Vladimir Klitschko was one of the most aggressive heavyweights for a long time. But he got done by Purity, Corey Saunders, and Lamont Brewster. And then he changed his style. Joshua will be the same. He'll do the same thing. Tall heavyweights start their careers very aggressively. But then, even Deontay Wilder, when he was clocked a couple of times by Luis Ortiz, thought I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. We have seen this time and time again in the history of the sport. It's always the same. Let's go further back. Let's go further back. We see Carlos Takam, Alexander Povetkin, and Joseph Parker. There were signs of caginess and not liking getting hit, says Dillian Whyte in the article. Okay. And some responses here. One by TMLT87. He was already fighting tentatively against Parker. People were accusing him of being Vlad 2.0 back then. So I don't think it's strictly the loss that changed him. And I don't think he's going to fight conservative in every fight going forward. Yeah. I agree with the TMLT87. What does Noel Anthony say? Noel Anthony says he wants to fight Ruiz. He clearly stated he wants the Ruiz fight. Hearn also made a 7-figure offer to Ruiz to fight Whyte. Did you not read any of that? Nope. I'd rather watch videos where he's... Okay, I don't know what that's all about. That's some kind of diversion there. I don't know. Okay, let's go to the face. Okay, let's not go to the face. Let's go to... No, let's not go to that one either. Off topic. Is there anybody on topic over here? Okay, yeah. So, PBR says, you might be right. Dillian might be right. But that may not be a bad thing. Use what assets you have to mitigate any weaknesses. And give you the best chance of victory. And then he goes on to say something very uncomplimentary about Dillian Whyte, talking about pets, even though the man got cleared of wrongdoing by UCAD. Okay, so what do I say? What do I have to say about all of this? Well, yeah, evolution, my friend, evolution. Styles develop. You don't finish your career with the same style, same exact style that you started your career with. You know, there's a thing called evolution. There's a thing called skill acquisition. At the start of your career, you do the best with what you got, with the tools at your disposal. By the mid part of your career, you should have acquired multiple new skills. And by the end of your career, you should be a master of your own style. Style developed by you, your trainer, or trainers, and you should have mastered that. And hopefully finish while you're somewhere near the top of your game. So style develop. Anthony Joshua, I think he will continue to develop. He will continue to acquire new skills. I was very impressed. Most unbiased people were very impressed by Anthony Joshua Ruiz 2. Anthony Joshua's performance in the second Ruiz fight. And that's because he was able to show his skill acquisition. I don't think everything you saw in that fight was newly acquired skills. I would imagine a good portion of what you saw was things that Joshua was already working on. But now, in that fight, they were fine-tuned. Joshua came into that fight fine-tuned and was able to show in the fight what he did in training, his improvements. showed great composure, great tactical awareness, was drilled into him at his own insistence. He said he doesn't want to be in a situation. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm saying, well, what do I do now? So he really impressed me by showing that he is a dedicated student of the game. And I think going forward, he'll be able to pick styles to overcome each different fighter's style. So, yeah, I think he will not be the same because he has evolved. You can't be the same once you've evolved. And a good boxer or a great boxer or martial artist, combatant will always be looking to evolve and bring new refinements, new skills, new strategies to the game. So, I think going forward, Dillian Whyte's right. Anthony Joshua's learned from the past and implemented that knowledge from the past, things learned from the past into the present and the future. And I think that's how it's supposed to be. What say you? It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comment. It's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Have your say. Follow me on Twitter. And don't forget about the live shows. Mondays, Wednesdays, 9:55 p.m. UK time. That's like 5 p.m. on the East Coast. And what is that? 2 on the West. So, yes, that's it. Enjoy, like, comment, and share. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And I'm out.